Hello, everybody, and welcome to this bonus show.
Welcome to the bonus show.
Bonus show.
Time for a bonus show.
Bonus show.
I love the bonus shows because we can riff.
We do.
People love the bonus shows too. Or maybe you don't. Maybe leave in the comments if you hate the bonus
Maybe
shows.
two people have said to us we like the bonus shows, and we've just gone, oh, that's the whole public.
One of them was me, Schmill and Schmallcott. That's my burner account. Mate, I got a really cool initiative that we're announcing today. So one thing that I really struggled with growing up as a kid is that I never saw anybody like me in mainstream media, TV, radio, newspaper. And whenever I did, it was always a road safety ad or a work safe ad where someone has an accident, say for drink driving, they end up in a wheelchair. What's the next scene?
Mm-hmm. They're sitting there looking forlorn out the window.
Tears running down their face, their family's crying.
It's raining.
Why did those ads used to be like that? To deter people from speeding, to deter from drink driving. So we are seen as the worst case scenario. So if you have an accident or you're born with a disability, like I was, what happened? You think that's your life. Yep. And I did think that was my life for a long time. I never saw anybody like me in mainstream media being normal, thriving, doing anything except for this item of inspiration, like inspiration, or this real negative deterrence piece. So one of my missions in life, which you know, mate, is to see greater representation. That's why we're pretty proud of this podcast and
for sure.
Everything that we do. I don't know if you've noticed. Have you noticed anything different on TV this week?
Free-to-air television?
Free-to-air television.
I can't say I haven't.
You haven't?
No. What should I be looking out for?
Well, over the last 18 months, we've actually teamed up with 8 of the biggest brands in the world, but especially here in Australia. They are ANZ, Amy Insurance, Uber Eats, Weet-Bix, NIB, Kia, McDonald's, and Bonds Underwear, right?
Mm.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but we actually changed the talent in all those commercials to be people with disability. This is the first time we're talking about it.
I've gone quiet because I'm thinking about any sort of commercial that I've seen across, but maybe I haven't noticed it because I'm so familiar with the disability community that I haven't taken notice. Good on me. But so we're talking about the new Bonds commercial comes out, and instead of having, some models of good-looking young men and women or any sort of inclusivity, you've got people with disability?
It was Nathan Borg signing in his underwear.
Shout outs to you, Nathan Borg.
Without any verbal. The whole ad's in Auslan.
Wow. That's cool. I've not seen that. We're going to share that, obviously.
The NIB ad has a woman with Down syndrome. The Amy woman is a woman called Lara who's blind. And at the end, the end frame, lucky.
Yeah, you're with Amy and it has the Amy.
It is a blind woman in there. How cool is that?
Very cool.
She also sings the jingle. That's actually her voice.
Oh, wow.
Which we're using, which is really cool. Uber Eats, the Weet-Bix kid is a young girl, 14, called Eva, who had cerebral palsy, who actually climbed Mount Kosciuszko. And in the ad, she's sitting on top of Mount Everest. Right. Wow. How cool is that?
That's so cool.
And I think what our initiative is all about, it's about not about having a flash in the pan moment for this week where we get some disability representation. We'll pat ourselves on the back. These brands have also joined a coalition of brands together to shift the needle to get 20% representation over the next 5 years. So every single one of their marketing communications will have 20% of the talent have disability, which represents 20% of the population.
I was going to say, people might be
world.
going, oh, how'd you come up with that stat? It's because that's the real life statistic of how many people are, especially in Australia, 4.5 million.
The initiative's called Shift 20. So shifting towards 20% representation, not just in mainstream media, but also hopefully in employment, in education, in our everyday lives. But also, do you know why these ads did it? Not only is it right, it's socially awesome. We are 20% of your consumers as well.
Yeah.
Don't we get Uber? Don't we get Uber Eats? Don't we bank at ANZ? Don't we eat McDonald's? You know what I mean? And how cool that these brands, this was an idea of mine 18 months ago when I was Australian of the Year, but through the Dylan Alcott Foundation as well. Pretty much all these brands, our production team, the Special Group, who's the biggest advertising agency in Australia, they've all donated. They've all put this in.
Awesome.
And it's live, baby. It's pretty cool.
Obviously, we share all of those on our socials so you can see them without having to rife through your Facebook feed waiting for an ad to play.
But do you know the beautiful thing about you not noticing? That's the point. Do you know why you didn't notice? For you, disability is kind of normal, right? But for a lot of people, they go, hang on, is the Amy woman blind? Hang on, can she do that job? And we had some people saying it's unrealistic to have the Amy woman as blind. I go, why? They can answer phones. They can give advice on insurance. You know what I mean? And that was what Amy was like, yeah, we agree. And they're employing more people with disability and things like that. So yeah, mate, we're proud of it. But as I said, it's not about fixing it today. It's about shifting that needle together over a period of time. And if any brand, small business, anybody's watching this, you want to get involved, we're going to keep doing this more and more and more. And what we heard was from the people that were involved was, you know, and also I forgot to say, not only was it the talent and disability, we had people behind the camera.
Oh, awesome.
As well. So we had lighting guys who were hard of hearing. We had people with Down syndrome working the makeup. We had everything like that as well. We're going to do a little highlight video of everything that happened, and we'll share it on the Listenable socials. But for the people that have got in touch that have seen it, thank you. If you haven't seen it, look for it. Tell your mates, because, you know, not only we want it to be commonplace and normal. So in 5 years, we're like, remember we had to do that initiative to try and help it. But yeah, it's pretty cool, mate. We're proud of it.
And we look forward to the 60-year-old Steve with his fake Facebook account going, woke Australia's gone too far.
We've already had that. We go, having a Down syndrome girl eating Maccas. We're woke. I go, well, we eat Maccas, mate. Just like you eat Maccas, Steve. We deserve to be in the commercials as well.
That's awesome, brother.
Thanks, mate.
Make sure you head to our socials to check out all of that imagery, and let's move the needle.
Yeah, shift the needle again. Make sure you check it out. Shift 20.